What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys a video doing what Goku went to Beerus' planet after Namek, part 6. In the last part, we covered the Gohan Black arc and how it went with no time travel. It led to quite a lot, but TLDR, Gohan became permanently maimed in return for power, and Zamasu became a god of destruction in training. Gohan would realize that he doesn't want to stay with all the scars placed upon him, so he'd take a voyage to Namek using the Kai Kai. The Namekians would be happy to see the young boy who'd helped them save them, and be more than happy to help him out. They would Porunga and fix him up, giving him a new arm and remove the scars. So now he's much stronger for no drawbacks. Maybe Zamasu stealing his body was a blessing in disguise. Piccolo would stay on Earth and not continue his training with Whis. This due to him not seeing a real need to any longer, and so he'd merely live on Earth. Now he can spend some time with his goddaughter Pan, which is good for everyone. Piccolo would also occasionally train with Goku and Buu. This training, however, wouldn't be his typical training that you'd expect, though. Goku really wants to understand what the power was Buu showed glimpses of, and so he'd be focusing on trying to get Buu to achieve it again. Through help of Piccolo, Buu would be able to hone his God Ki and would be meditating to keep up an advanced level of control. It'd take a couple months, but I feel like Buu would finally be able to awaken the Daikaishin inside him, and morph into him. Goku would be amazed, as would Piccolo, as they question the phenomenon. The Daikaishin wouldn't have a clue what's happening either, but would be glad to have some kind of outlet now. As time passes, naturally the tournament of power would arrive. Due to Vegeta being with Whis and Beerus, he'd be the one who attends Xeno's meeting of the God of Destructions, as does Zamasu at Rumshi. The God of Destruction would all begin their battle royale, and Zeno talks about how he doesn't like it, setting the rules in place for the actual tournament of power. Vegeta, Toppo, and Zamasu would then all be forced to fight. We won't waste much time with this, as Vegeta would be able to body both Toppo and Zamasu with ease using his full power. The only time he realistically gets some kind of challenge is when they both attack at once, but even then he manages to take them both down. Zeno was so amazed that he declared the tournament of power, and the universe was all left to go gather fighters. The team in this timeline would be very similar, however there would be 3 substitutes. We'll be taking out Frieza, 18, and Roshi, and substituting them with Buu, Yamcha, and Goten. Majin Buu has been conditioned to train and enjoy combat, and so he would be able to stay conscious and attend the tournament. Yamcha would have God Ki, and would have kept up on his training, so he'd probably be stronger than 18. Goten here is so much more mature than his canonical self, and possesses much more power, and so naturally, him going would be a good choice as well. Before the tournament, Kami would call Piccolo to a lookout, having overheard everything. With the likelihood that this is the end, Kami decides that they're going to need every trump card they have. And so here, Piccolo and Kami would fuse, giving him a significant boost in power. In terms of strength for the team, I'd say that the strongest fighter would be Piccolo due to him having mastered Ultra Instinct and having a power boost from him becoming whole again. Not far behind would be Vegeta due to the training with Whis for over a decade and a half. Gohan would be third due to all the techniques he possesses, as well as due to the immense power boost he got during his time as Black. Finally after that is Goku. He'd still be quite strong, though, and significantly stronger than what he was at canon. Buu would then be 5th, due to all the magic he possesses, his ability to become the Daikaishin, and all the training he got from training with Goku. Android 17 is then behind them. He's the only person on the team who doesn't have God Ki, but he's still quite strong, as he shows in canon. Goten is then just behind him. While he still doesn't have Blue, he does have God, which is still quite a strong form. Number 8, 9, and 10 then fall to Krillin, Tenshinhan, and Yamcha. When arriving at the tournament arena, we get a few notable interactions. Goku would be excited to fight Jiren, who merely stares him down. He then coldly asks Toppo if this is the one who defeated him, but Toppo tells him no, so Jiren loses interest, annoying Goku. Piccolo then goes over to Kaba, who'd be glad that his student kept up his training. He tells him that he expects good things from him in the tournament, and Kaba promises to do so. Gohan would then see Zamasu and feels rather grim looking at him. He might be partially reformed now, but he still stole his body and caused harm. He still killed Gohan and endangered Earth. Krillin takes the opportunity to apologize for cutting off Gohan's arm that one time, and Gohan's sweat drops, telling him not to worry about it. Before the tournament begins, the Grand Priest would declare that the prize for winning is the Super Dragon Ball, shocking everyone. They thought they had been destroyed. Whis comments that the Grand Priest must have fixed them before the tournament. How interesting. The tournament would begin, and immediately Goku, Vegeta, Buu, and 17 break away from the group, leaving the other 6 altogether. It means Frost has a much larger group to attack, and while he doesn't have Frieza to tell him to attack them, he would still want to extract revenge. When he attacks Krillin though, the human is able to react and kick him away due to his increased strength. Frost will then begin to fight the 3 humans and Goten, who would be doing quite well against them. Goten would even be using his god form, as it takes very little stamina to use it. Frost will be attacking him the most since he looks a lot like his dad, but Goten is able to hang in there. Tenchinon would ultimately be the one to ring Frost out, though with Kikoho powered up by God Ki. Meanwhile, Piccolo will be fighting Universe 9 minus the Trio de Danger. They cause no issue for him, and he merely takes them all out using a Hellzone grenade. Gohan will be fighting the Trio de Danger and will be using his God form, allowing him to be able to dispatch them with much more ease. But Gamma may cause some issues, though Gohan can just use the Kai to teleport to the edge, push him out, and then return back. Jiren will then approach Vegeta during this time and tells him that he wants to fight him, surprising the prince. He wants to defeat the man who is supposedly stronger than Toppo, so if he doesn't go all out off the bat, he'll be defeated in a single blow. Vegeta enters his blue form and tells Jiren that he'd rather save some strength for later. Seeing Vegeta and Jiren fighting annoys Goku, but he doesn't have time to focus on it as he's battling Dispo and Toppo, using Super Saiyan 2 form like he was doing. Here, he's doing much better, so he has no need to explode into blue, and actually beats both up. Dispo shouts that after he powers up, Goku won't be able to think before he's eliminated. He would take the opportunity to sneak up on Dispo and rings him out. Toppo would realize the position he's in isn't desirable, so he flees, leaving Goku and Hit staring each other down. Remember, here Hit and Goku never face each other, so they won't have that friendly relationship that they did in canon. Goku would smile as he tells Hit that he wanted to fight him before, but Piccolo snatched away the opportunity. Hit would then remove his assassin robe and gets in a fighting stance, leading to Goku going God and response, ready for combat. The fight is quite fun to watch, with Goku showing Hit the flaws in his physical combat and how to use his time skip in tandem with his new fighting style. Ultimately, it leads to Hit using the time lag on Goku, with Goku using a strategy very similar to what Jiren did. He waits for Hit to knock him near the edge before going blue and ringing him out. The group of 6 would meet up with 17 and begin to fight against all Universe 10's fighters. What starts off well, Krillin will be wrung out by someone faster than he can react. Zamasu stands there muttering to himself they can't let that one get a second chance. Gohan would lock onto Zamasu and feels uneasy and ill. He caused so much chaos in his body and killed him. He can't forgive it. He tasks the others with beating the other fighters as he approaches Zamasu. He doesn't even waste time exchanging words as he powers up to Mystic Rose and rushes out the Kai. He begins completely overwhelming Zamasu, proving to him who is superior. Whenever he tries to flee with the Kai, Gohan reacts quicker and attacks him. Materializing Kachin blocks the throat. Gohan just gets turned to ash by Ki. He doesn't get the time to heal as Gohan's healing is far superior and will leave Zamasu worse off. Gohan would grab Zamasu and lands a hard beatdown onto the former Kai, holding him over the edge. He had won, and Zamasu can no longer fight him. Gohan then muttered one word to Zamasu. Why? Zamasu would merely grin as he uses the Kai on the arena below, causing them both to tumble out of the ring. Universe 10 would begin getting erased as Gohan cursed Zamasu out. He would quickly teleport over to Universe 7's stands and stands there facing Gohan. As his body began to get erased, he began talking to the hybrid. I was hateful towards the mortals and the gods for not doing anything. Being a Kai was a kick in the teeth. It led to me becoming deranged. Now, however, I'm a god of destruction and training. I'm not what you define as good, but I'm trying to repent for my sins. I'm sorry. Zamasu was then erased, along with his universe, leaving everyone within earshot speechless. While this occurs, Yamcha would stumble over to Ribrianne and her posse. While at first they prepare to attack him, upon seeing his face, they're left in awe. Their will falters and none of their attacks seem to work, leaving Tenchinon speechless as he watches. As he watches on though, Tenchinon is suddenly knocked out of the arena to everyone's shock. No one can see the opponent as both Ribrianne's teammates are flung out. Yamcha gets a sense of deja vu as he remembers when he had to fight the Invisible Man before. He would then get an idea. He began to kick up dust, getting in Ribrianne's eyes, which would annoy her. She began calling out Yamcha for his petty tricks, but he just tells her to shut up. The dust covers part of Gamisalis, allowing Yamcha to kick Ribrianne at him, wringing both of them out. As Yamcha begins to get smug, he is wrung out of the arena by Damon. It won't take long, however, for 17 to locate Damon and wring him out as well. Piccolo would end up running into the three Saiyans, with Kaba happy to see his master. Cauliflower is rather smug as she rushes at Piccolo, saying he doesn't look all that strong. Piccolo merely evades her attack, appearing behind her, asking if she still believes that. Cauliflower enters Super Saiyan and tells Piccolo that she's not going to hold back. Before she attacks though, Piccolo tells him to all attack at once. He'll give them another lesson. While reluctant, Kaba and reluctantly Kale agree. Kaba would go Super Saiyan and the trio of them rush at Piccolo. Piccolo began analyzing his opponent and would actually be put on the defensive as the three Saiyans attack. He believed Kale was the weakest link and would attack her, but upon impact he realizes something. Kale is holding back. He tells her that if she doesn't go all out, she'll lose. She's reluctant, so Piccolo decides to push her. He powers up and begins an onslaught of attacks on the Caulifla, who's shocked that Piccolo has so much power. Seeing Caulifla getting hurt makes Kale get enraged, and she powers up into a legendary form. While Cabba and Caulifla are happy that she achieved this form, Piccolo is rather cautious. His power feels chaotic, definitely not like anything he's seen before. Kale let out a large scream of rage, sending a shockwave around the arena that brings out a plethora of fodder. Piccolo then realizes that she's a threat and tells everyone to get back as he powers up to Ultra Instinct. He rushes at Kale and evades her attacks easily. Without any hesitation, Piccolo would use a Mach-On Kosopo that carries Kale out of the arena as well as knocking her out. As Piccolo fights, both Caulifla and Cabba watch on in awe. His strength is nothing like they've ever seen before. He can maybe even defeat Champa. As they watch on, the Potara fall out of Caulifla's pocket and they realize what they are. Seeing no other option, Champa demands that they put them on or he'll destroy them himself. Piccolo rushes off after finishing Kale and turns back to the others to see the white light fusion. He'd watch as the duo would combine and become a being transcending either half's powers. They have become Calibla. They stare at Piccolo, referring to him as Master, asking for that next lesson, making Piccolo smirk. Through the fight, Piccolo teaches them the steps to Super Saiyan 2, which they learn quite easily due to the potential of fusions. Inheriting the cocky side of Caulifla, Calibla asks if Piccolo can even defeat them now, for a fist hits them hard, bringing them out not long after. Piccolo then remarks that another lesson they need to learn is to not let power go to their head. Goku and Piccolo, Buu and 17 would focus on taking out the fodder of the tournament, allowing Goku and Vegeta to fight Jiren and Toppo. Vegeta and Jiren have been fighting this whole time, and while Jiren is stronger, Vegeta was able to keep up and grow as he fights. While Goku wants to fight Jiren, he has to first take on Toppo. It wouldn't take long, however, for Goku to take Toppo down when using his full power, leaving everyone in awe at the strength of everyone in Universe 7. Blue Evolution Goku and Vegeta both rush at Jiren after Toppo is eliminated. While Vegeta is stronger, Goku is still rather powerful himself and able to land hard blows onto the Pride Trooper. The two Saiyans do bump heads a lot, but their strength does make up for it. Jiren is still Jiren though, so his strength is absolute. Goku tells Vegeta to prepare his strongest attack, leaving Vegeta skeptical. It does look like Goku has an idea though, and while I'd rather not rely on him, he knows it may be their only chance. He agrees as Goku rushes at Jiren, his aura exploding. Using that pseudo Kaioken form he uses in canon on top of Blue Evolution, Goku is able to trade blows with Jiren, though his stamina is definitely suffering for it. He summons all his strength as he grapples Jiren around the waist, taking onslaught after onslaught as he shouts for Vegeta to do it. Vegeta uses a Gamma Burst Flash and would bring out Jiren as well as Goku. It won't take long for Universe 7 to be the remaining universe, however the question arises as to who is the MVP. As Zeno begins to think, he gets a cool idea, and so he shouts that everyone left should fight. It'd be really fun, and whoever's left gets the wish. Piccolo and Vegeta stare each other down as they both feel excitement in fighting each other. They are as much rivals as Goku and Piccolo or Goku and Vegeta are at this point. Both power up to the max as they shout to have a good fight before they both turn into chocobars. Majin Buu begins to dance as he kicks him out of the arena, clapping as he defeats them. Buu then turns around and forces 17 and places a barrier up. Buu teleports behind him and does the same thing to him. Goten looks in awe as he prepares to fight, but Buu merely leaps off the arena. Goten is Buu's brother, and Buu doesn't hurt family. So Goten is the MVP. While he can think of a million different wishes, he would wish for everyone to be revived, which is where we're going to leave off, part 6. The next part will cover the Broly movie and the moral arc, so if you're excited for that, make sure you let me know down in the comments below. This episode ran a little bit longer than I was expecting, but I think it's all, good fun. The series has definitely become much more fanficky than I would like, but nonetheless, it is quite fun. And so, yeah, bye!